is there a Band-Aid on my desk?
Explicit. One Joe Young presents.
Start that again.
The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Yes, you can. It is Adventures from the Shed online. We are continuing this week with Jason's fabulous Erridan Empire. So, Jason, why don't you go ahead and get us kicked off?
I thought we would want to just explore more of why there's a Band-Aid on Randy's desk, but I mean...
He just has air drums on his desk.
Right? He does. It's from banging his knuckles with the air drums on the desk. They get a lot. Yes. They get scarred up a little bit. But welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to pick up with the Erridan Empire campaign that we have started, and we will first introduce everybody, and then do a bit of a recap, and then get into it because we left off in a bit of a cliffhanger where we might be seeing some action here. So, starting with, I believe, who goes first now? Everyone's mixed up now on the screens with this new setup here, Joe. So I think it's Chris who kicks us off.
Let's see. I'll do that and that. Except for me, I got to stay in the top left for my own purposes. So I think that's right, except me.
I think Chris is the one who usually kicks us off here. So
I'll do it, I guess. This is Chris. I'm playing Ophidian, the Yuan-Ti pureblood rogue, and snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
These things, because they're behind your head, man. Yeah.
You invited us.
I'm Eli. I'll be playing Ray's, a tiefling bard. Has no idea what he's doing in this party anymore.
All notes.
Randy.
I thought I would go to Joe next, but I guess he already identified himself. So I am Randy, and I play Les, the Tabaxi. And why is Ophidian, a snake person, afraid of snakes?
I mean, listen.
Self-loathing. Anyway,
very dangerous.
That one hurted.
All right, Aster, go for it.
Hi. Hey, I'm Aster. I'll be playing Amanita, the fairy druid, who's just here for a good time.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Joe. I am playing the Warforged Artificer Rolex. And I did want to mention this is actually our largest party so far. We've got 5 players plus our DM. And we'll kick it back to Jason, but this should be even more fun with extra character.
Absolutely. It's always more fun when Aster joins us in this event here. And wow, what a situation we have gotten ourselves into here. I'm going to have Aster, our newest player, give us a recap before we jump in. So over to you.
Hey. Over to me in the studio on the couch. Okay, so in order to get into Rich People Palace, Hall and Oates, is that what it is?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hall and Oates decided to come in for party planning and performing as a disguise for just trying to get in and figure out the stuff that we need to know. And Rolex found the well entrance thing with the
doohickey,
the doohickey specifically. And so now we're trying to figure out any extra information we can get and trying to come back at a more discreet time to do what we need to do, because somebody's actually excited about this party now.
But then right near the end, we thought about, wasn't there another entrance in the forest?
Mm-hmm. When Ami was going to go home to the forest for the night, people decided to go with her because of the encounter that she had explained in the woods with mystery creature.
I also had knowledge of another entrance inside the woods.
Yeah,
apparently.
That is correct.
Yep, and in doing so, Randy's character, who was not here last time, is walking into now a very, very, serious situation. As it is late at night,
he was taking a cat nap.
The forest is eerily quiet as you guys have made your way through to where Ami was bringing you. It was a thicket of different kind of interconnecting vines and leaves, and you had to kind of hack your way through, as Ami is quite a tiny creature and is able to maneuver through pretty safely. But for the rest of you, with the exception of Rolex and Dogaga, who has metallic skin and probably isn't too bothered by thorns, made your way into this clearing here. And again, the night air, something felt different. It felt off. It felt like the entire area in the entire area was being having some sort of oppressing force pushed down on it. Something just did not feel like a normal forest would be. And this is, again, one of the reasons why Ami left the forest and ventured out trying to investigate the potential cause of this, which led her to the Wintermere Manor, and again, this group in particular. You guys, again, can't even see through the thicket of trees. There's really no light illuminating except from the light that you guys are bringing in with yourselves. But you clearly see several sets of eyes that are all looming at you, looking through the tree line. And with that, in Roll20, I will go ahead and switch the map over to our actual map.
Ooh, let me kind of get that ready, and I'll share it up on our screen here.
Yes.
If I can pick, right? Yep, go for it.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys decide what you want to do here. The creatures have not sprung out yet, but you can hear just deep kind of noises. And again, it comes out oddly loud as, again, the forest is incredibly quiet. Ami, the noises that you hear send shivers down your spine as, again, you've been in the situations with this particular area before, and you kind of know what you experienced prior. What do you guys want to do? I'll give you guys a second to decide what you would like to do, and then we will see what the creatures decide to do. But what would you guys like to do in this situation?
So as of right now, all we can see is like the glowing eyes and hear those sounds.
Yeah, in that thicket of tree line that you can see around the edge of the map here, you can't really tell what the creatures are. You can see the eyes. They look to be either maybe in the branches or they're very tall as they are looking down at you. You probably estimate they might be as tall as Rolex, maybe a little bit taller than Rolex in some positions. Again, it might just because they might be in the trees. You can't really tell. All you can see are these deep, piercing, glowing yellow eyes, and you can just hear that breath from each of them breathing in and out in this kind of like weird, raspy hiss.
Rolex has studied a lot of nature, and I'd like to know if there's something, if I can roll a nature to see if I can identify something about.
Roll me a nature check, please.
Oh, look at that, 25.
Nice.
25. Okay, so Rolex, as you go through your memory bank and you go through all the files and you're going through the monster manual and you're kind of flipping through there trying to see things, the eyes remind you of not a creature that you know from nature, but they do remind you of the creature that you fought in the quarantine zone, something similar. From in
the sewer?
Yeah, no, from when Les was playing dead, and came out, the large creature that you know to be Sifia Antiva.
Yeah.
The gangly looking one. He had the same kind of eyes, a little bit more pronounced, but these creatures and the sounds they're making kind of sound similarly to that particular creature.
Okay. Just quickly inform those that were there before. These appeared to be the creatures from the market where we fought the black obsidian thing and the soul-sucking thing. That's a good description for you.
Do you think they'll follow us out of the forest, or will they stay here? Will they come after us, or will they stay if we back up?
Do you want me to roll anything for intention, like insight or anything like that?
Yeah, you can make an insight check if you want to. Absolutely.
Okay, if there's any way I can discern that from here. Oh, it was a +6. I got an 8. Yeah.
Knowing kind of what they potentially are and probably are, you don't know anything about this creature, so you're not sure what their intentions might be.
Not sure. Perhaps if we were never here. Should I give them gold?
Can I give them gold?
Probably not.
Our best bet may be to dive into the tunnel there. I can partially collapse it behind us. Partially.
Assuming we know of another way out, which is technically the well, that could be. Well, I don't like this at all. This is not my kind of party.
As you guys are saying this here, the creatures start to, you can hear movement in the trees. You can as they're moving some of these bushes and things around. Now, these creatures here are, again, don't necessarily look into like the actual artwork on them and stuff like that. These are just the tokens that I found. I will describe them in just a second. But let me just go ahead here and finish populating that.
Do they look serpentine or no?
So most of them, as they start to push through, they look to be tall humanoid creatures. Some of them are wearing armor sets. One of them looks like they're wearing a very familiar kind of Winter's Crest guards kind of cowl and robe, but the creature clearly does not look like it is no longer complexion of a humanoid. Doesn't have like, a tan or dark skin. It looks to be incredibly pale and blue and very gaunt as it's coming out. It seems to be elongated a little bit, like something stretched it out, and it's just kind of
so corrupted humanoid of some
potentially,
kind.
Yeah, potentially.
Looks like there's some vacancies on the Winter Guard.
And there are a few of them that pop out that, again, Rolex, the eyes that you see, they look to be pointed ears, long kind of extended facial features, very, very much like Antivia. Not that particular person, maybe a little bit smaller as far as stature, but still that same type of creature as they... They are making their way through the thicket of forest towards you guys. What do you want to do?
Rolex is going to ready his crossbow and wait for the lead in combat because he's not the leader for combat.
I agree with Rays. We should probably make for the tunnel. I'll hold them off if necessary.
All right, then.
Does Ami recognize these as what had attacked her?
Yes, you recognize, again, the one that has like the guard's uniform on. It looks very similar to the one something that attacked you earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you guys are still there, kind of like trying to determine what to do, we're going to roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
I can do that, I think.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, look at those numbers.
Wow.
I'm going first.
Wow, look at that.
20 plus 5.
Pretty good initiative rolls. Les is still at a 7 plus 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll hold them off. Where's my sword?
Okay.
You gonna keep track, or do you want someone else?
I got it here. I'm just writing it down. Right. So Rays is first, followed by Ophidian, followed by Ami, followed by Creatures. Come on. If I could spell, that'd be great. Followed by Rolex, followed by, last but not least, Les. I'm sorry.
Now, with
Les.
more or less this episode.
Last but not least.
Well, it makes sense. Les was not here last episode. He was following up from the rear. I mean, it makes sense. He's just not here. The dice made it all make sense. Okay, so with that, let's kick things off here. So, Rays, you see these creatures emerging from the forest. What do you want to do?
Okay. This might be a bit of a gamble because I don't know exactly what these creatures are, how they work. But what I want to do is cast Major Image. And
Okay,
I want to make it, I want to have it take the shape of one of the Obsidian Guard.
Okay. Where are you casting this image? You can ping on the map where you would like it to be at.
Okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to summon it right in front of us and use my action to move it in as natural looking a way as I can muster over to the other side of the hole from us.
We're gonna use this guy right here from my bank of images. He is going to be this particular creature for you. So you want him to move where?
Out this way over to the other side of the hole.
Okay, so a major image, you can move it, I believe, 20 to 60 feet. So you can summon it, and then you can move it right over to here if you wanted to this turn.
I can, as long as you are within range of the illusion, which is 120 feet, you can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range.
Okay.
However, the limitation here would be me trying to move it naturally.
Yeah. Yep. So easy enough. It moves over to there. You see the creature again. Major image. The smell, the way the armor sounds, clink clink clink, running across the field. It definitely looks realistic.
I'm gonna mutter like under my kind of whisper to just to my group. It's just an illusion. It's a distraction. Get in the hole.
Okay.
Not like that, fairy.
Okay, so what do you want to do? I mean, that was your action. You have your bonus action. You have your movement.
I want to. Okay, what is the scale of this map? Is it so? It's 2 squares to a medium creature.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I basically blew your guys' images up so you guys could actually see yourselves because again, the field was much bigger and it was very tiny to see you guys there. So every square is 5 feet.
Every square is 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, it's just I made your guys' images bigger so we could see you on screen. Because again, when I was doing my testing and setting this up here, the smaller characters were just a little bit too hard to see.
And I've moved 30 feet up.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you want to do?
That's it.
Okay, we move over to Ophidian.
I'm just gonna bolt for the hole.
Okay.
So if I'm just running and not doing anything,
you can use your bonus. You can use your action to dash, and then you can make it to the hole.
Double move. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So if you want to move yourself, there we go. Okay, yeah. You make your way over, and as you look down, you can hear what sounds like some water running. You can't really see, even with dark vision, you can't really see down to where the bottom is in this hole. It goes down, you can imagine, pretty deep, since you can't really see the bottom, even with your dark vision in there. And again, dark vision isn't like, light up vision. Everything is kind of in shades of gray. But you estimate it's a pretty probably significant drop straight down if you just try to hop in.
Gotcha. Is there anything on the edge that looks like I could use to climb down?
Yeah, as you can see from the actual map itself, it is a rigid kind of cave. So you can, again, it would take you probably your next turn to pick out your rope and lash something onto it and try to drop down if you wanted to do that.
Well, I didn't know if I could free climb it or not.
Make a insight check to see how much you trust trying to free climb this thing down.
The red border indicates a 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm plus 10, so I'm not going to roll good on that one.
Yeah. So with that, as you get up there, you look down, and it looks treacherous to you. You would not trust yourself to try to freehand and climb down this thing.
All right, I'll start to get my stuff ready.
Okay, yeah, we can say that's your bonus action to pull out your stuff and ready it for your next turn. Okay, Ami, what do you want to do?
I am also gonna go in the hole. But I have wings, so I can just.
And you can just fly down.
And also I have like light cantrips, so I can kind of try and light it up a little bit.
Yeah, so if you want to, you can use your movement to get as far as you can. You have 30 feet of movement, I believe, for your particular character. And then if you want to, you can cast light. You wouldn't be able to make it all the way over there and do it in this turn because you would have to use your action to dash, but it's up to you.
Okay. Where the hell did my roll 20 go? Okay.
It's over there.
Oh.
It's right where you left it.
It's that one. Yep. That one there.
No, not that one. That one.
Yeah, he's right. I had that wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right next to it.
Yeah. To the left?
Damn, guys.
To the left?
You want me to just move you? You want me to just move you for this one?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So with your regular movement, you can get up to right around like maybe about 20 feet behind where Ophidian is, right? And he's right as Ophidian is at the edge and the lip of this tunnel looking down here. You can use your action to dash over there, or you can save your action for something else if you want to prepare to cast a spell.
I would like to kind of stay where I am. That way I'm actually producing like a good light both a little bit further down and up to the party when they're looking down, and get ready just in case something does try to like hop down or come up behind from underneath.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else that you want to do?
That's it, I think.
Okay. All right. So it is now the creature's turns. They see movement going on, and as they start to make their way forward, this creature here moves out, and you can see this creature's easily the tallest one of them, and it sees this soldier here who is standing there. What is the soldier doing? Is the soldier like ready to do something, Raise, or is it just there?
Yeah, it's in a defensive position.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's clearly trying to like impose itself between a threat and its whatever it's trying to protect. In this case, us.
Okay, you see the creature here. This creature looks at the actual visage of this this image, and its eyes are glowing. And as the eyes are glowing, you see the eyes kind of like shift, and the light kind of just irradiates, and it goes to like kind of a deep purple for a second. And as it does, it's going to. What level is Major Image? You cast that at level 3, correct?
Yes, my spell save DC is 16. Yes,
Okay.
16.
With that, the image dissipates as the creature dispels this particular thing. It looks over at the others that are coming from the forest, and it just says, and the other creatures again start to move out and towards you guys. Unfortunately, your major image is dispelled by this creature. It saw through the magic and it just wiped it away. This one is going to make its way out. It's going to move up to here. This one up to here. That's roughly about 30 feet for them as it makes its way through the clearing. And as they do, these three up here do not have anything that they can do, so they're just going to use their action to dash and get closer. And so you can see them start to, like, as they emerge, they just start to run towards you guys, smashing through some of these, like, broken down, like, twigs and stones and knocking them out of the way. They have very heavy footsteps for, like, long, gangly creatures. These two here, they are going to cast... this one here is going to cast against Ophidian and... Yeah, Ami, I need you both to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this one creature casting?
This creature here is casting, yes.
I would like to counterspell.
All right, go ahead and that is if it's under level 3, counterspell just works, which this is under level 3 for this character here. So as the creature like reaches its gnarled like hand out, it's like got like several broken fingers. You can see it like reach its hand out, and it looks like it's trying to summon something out of its palm to launch in their direction. You again wave your hand and dissipates. Very good.
Actually, so for the counterspell for Raise, I wanted to like lean into his infernal heritage. You know how like his skin will flare up when he gets upset or anything?
Yeah.
I want counterspell to do the same, but like focus on my hand and when he does it, like in Infernal, he will essentially like the infernal word for denied, but less of a meme.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, no, you didn't.
All right. As you do this here, this one over here, seeing you again do this and wave your magic and again thwart his friend, he looks in your direction, and yeah, that's just in range. I need Ami, Rolex, and I need Raise to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, see you guys. It was fun adventuring with you.
Because of the natural stuff, is it poison or disease?
It is. It would be considered a poison type, yes.
All right, so resistant to poison. So
Resistant to poison. Yeah. So if you save, there's no damage to you.
Let's see. So a 19. I just rolled it twice because of advantage.
All right. Well, that is a pretty nasty roll there for Raise. That is 5.
How you doing, buddy?
Aster, you save
Just
and
screaming in pain.
saves. The creature, again, you can see this like dark sphere of energy around its hand, and it just kind of throws it in your direction. It hits and it just radiates off, and as this pelt of like magic hits you, Raise, and it hits you like kind of dead center in your back as you have your back turned to this creature as you were casting at its friend that was running out towards you. It explodes into this cloud of just blackish and green material. Ami, you start to cough, and as you're coughing, you look down and you can see like the actual leaves in the grass are like just disintegrating underneath whatever this thing is. Rolex, you feel fine. You're like, I don't know what everyone's
underneath,
making
like that cloud, like that cloud is making everything disintegrate.
Yes. Everything in this area is disintegrating. Even a couple of like the flies and gnats that were in this area, you just see just drop dead, and before they even hit the ground, they just turn to ash.
I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
Yep. You take Rolex. You take 0 damage. Ami, you take 12 points of damage, and then Raise, you take 24 points of poison damage. And Raise, you are considered poisoned right now.
Dang.
You said I took 12?
12 points to you, 24 to Raise. Okay.
It seems to me like these things need to die.
And
good observation.
It would be your turn then, Rolex, so you can make them die if you would like to.
Yeah, I got to go into protective mode here. Let's see. You know what I didn't open up recently was the ability of the construct, the companion dog. So I'm going to go without that for now. However,
Dogga is right here as well. So
but I would want him to move so that I could get the advantages, and I'll open that up after this turn. I just completely neglected it. With the crossbow already at the ready, I guess I'm gonna go for the one that appears to have done the damage to Raise.
Yeah, so it would be this guy over here.
Yep, and I'll just straight up crossbow. Come on, actions. There we are. And I don't think we got the numbers in here last time, but this is actually plus more than it says. So it's like 3 more than that, so 15.
15 just hits, so that is actually good then. So yeah, go ahead and roll me damage.
And then damage will be that plus 2 more, so 8.
8 points of damage. Okay, so
as you just to remind folks, this is the artificer infusions on the weapon and the ammo that give the extra that Roll20 is not accounting for, or D&D Beyond does not account for.
Yeah. All right, where are you shooting this creature?
Just dead on center of mass type of thing, because this all happened kind of quickly with the obsidian guard being there, knowing it was an illusion, but then this thing just stared it down and it disappeared. And then these things spew nasty that kind of disintegrates gnats, which is cool for bug spray, but not for my companions. And immediately that crossbow magical bolt flies out.
Okay,
and hits.
Yeah, it hits it dead center in the mass, and as it hits, it looks down at it. Doesn't seem to maybe be super bothered by it, but it's still again standing there. What else do you want to
do? From there, what I'm going to do is I for now at least, I just want to get. I'm going to have Dogga head up towards the hole to kind of help protect anybody that wants to go in that area, because he has defensive capabilities of imposing disadvantage if he's adjacent to an ally, that type of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Wherever you want to place Dogga, go ahead and place it.
Which token is that? Is that
Dogga is this one right here.
Okay. Can I move it? I can.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to go right up by the hole. Last time I couldn't move a token. All right, so that's mine. I guess I didn't realize that's mine. Okay. And then I'm going to move a little closer to be next to my companions.
Yeah, absolutely. Raise, as you're coughing through this like smoke here, you can hear like the heavy metal footsteps of Rolex behind you and like positioning himself around you, around his friend.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's
all
nice.
Right. Anything else you want to do, Rolex?
Let me just double check for a second. And I believe that's going to end my turn. And the answer is yes, it ends my turn.
Okay. Les, you're finally up here after being away last week, being silent in the group. Here it is now the Tabaxi's turn to go to work. What do you want to do?
Okay, so this grid, it's a little weird just because we're large compared to what you were saying. So each
every step is like 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so every like partial square. I can't even move right now. So I definitely want to move in closer.
Okay, you should have full ability to control it. You are.
I was trying to do AWSD. That's why. So that's 10 instead of moving. Or is that 5? Or is that 5 or 10?
That'd be 5.
Okay. So then 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll just move in.
Yep.
And close. Try to get these guys to head in my direction, probably. Okay, I'm going to start whacking at this guy. Slashing, whatever. So, question: I took the sword in to go get it upgraded. So, is it a longsword +1 now, or what happened to it?
Yeah. We'll say that's fine for now.
Okay, so I'll take. I have 2 attacks. So does a 13 hit? What's with the +1? Is it +1 to the roll or +1?
So you have +10 to your attack right now because you have a +9. So if you rolled a 13, it would actually be a 23 to hit right now.
It looks like I rolled a 4, so it was a 13.
Okay. So it'd be 14 to hit then in total. So you'd add an extra 1 on that, which is a miss, unfortunately.
A miss? Okay. So I will use my second attack because I have 2 attacks now. So I will try again. Kind of dodgy guys, huh? But I did roll 4, so hopefully that's better.
Hey, that looks much better. That definitely hits.
Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah, roll me damage, double the damage on the dice.
All right, so total critical damage is 9. Hold on. Slashing one hand, critical damage.
Are you using 2 hands or 1 hand to swing your sword?
It was 1. I would have had both my sword and shield out.
Okay.
So I'm trying to. So I guess it's 9 then for critical damage.
So 9 points of slashing damage. As you swing into this creature, the first one, again, you kind of get caught in the trees because, again, it's really thorny in here and you're not able to get a full swing through. But the second shot, where are you hitting this creature at?
Probably torso as well.
Okay, yeah. You swing your blade in and you can feel it like crack. Where you would imagine like muscle to be, it feels just like bone on bone with a little bit of skin, and you kind of hear like a nasty with your sword. It doesn't cleave through, as this feels to be maybe a creature that has some sort of like hardiness to it that's unnatural. But yeah, well done. Anything else you want to do?
I think that's all I have right now. I could have used some of my moves, but I'm not used to using this setup. I'm used to what we were using before. So I will keep that in mind.
No worries. Okay, top of the order, Raise. What do you want to do? You are currently kind of like wiping like the stuff off of your face as this cloud is finally dissipated. What do you want to do?
Why do I keep getting gassed? I don't like it.
Gas you questions.
Okay, you know what? For that, I'm casting Eldritch Blast on Rolex. I'm joking.
Right.
No. I'm casting Eldritch Blast on the jackass who ruined my illusion.
Go ahead. Roll for attack, please.
Okay, so the poison condition will also apply to my spell attack rolls?
Yep.
Okay.
Attack rolls and ability checks you have disadvantage on currently.
Okay. Let's see if it takes that into account. Because I did change myself over to the poison condition. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, that's probably not great. But it did only roll once.
Yep.
Yeah. I imagine a 10 doesn't hit.
A 10 does not hit. So you fire your Eldritch Blast. What's the color of your blast again? It's
Oh, this is the first time I've used it. This one I want to be edgy. I want it to be the flames that burn down my home.
Okay. So as you summon the flames that burn down your home, you fire it and you let it go, and it just again goes a little bit too far. Again, this is the first time you've cast it in a while.
Wait, I have to roll twice again because I have 2 beams.
Yep, 2 beams.
So, damn it, fucker, go down. Was an 18 hit?
An 18 misses. So as you fire off this second bolt, this time again, correcting for the course, you fire, and as you fire it here, the creature just kind of like takes his hand out and just catches the fire and the eldritch energy, and it crackles in its fist as it just kind of like throws it on the ground. Unfortunately, did not do enough to beat its AC in that one.
Interesting. I know that was a damn good shot.
Yeah.
We need to leave immediately. And whoop, 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 whoop. Actually, no, that's a very dangerous route to take.
Yeah, you can go.
Move within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, you can go through Ami. She's a tiny creature, so you can like run past her if you wanted to.
You can also move within 5 feet of me because I have my shield out and I have what's it called, protection. Well, wilderness shield, and a creature you can see attacks a target within 5 feet of me. I can make it have a disadvantage on the attack roll.
That is good. However, you have 3 opponents next to you.
Wait, I thought I was in the hole.
Rolls.
I mean, stand here and take it, man.
No.
All right. No. Is that your turn?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have any bonus action stuff right now.
Okay. Ophidian, you have your rope out. You used your bonus action last time. You have found a place where you feel that you can safely maybe secure it. What do you want to do?
I want to tie. Okay, so if I'm happy with my securing the rope, I will tie the other end around my waist. And is Ami still flying, or is she kind of?
Yeah, she's flying towards you guys because she used one. She wasn't able to dash using light. She cast a spell, so she's behind you guys, but she's not too far away. She'll be able to get down the hole in the next turn, most likely, with her speed and her movement.
All right, then I will look at Raze and be like, "You trust me?"
Oh.
Not one bit. Do it.
All right, and not one bit.
Not even a little bit?
No, okay. I'm just gonna jump in the hole then.
I did say do it.
Okay, then I'm grabbing Raze and jumping in the hole.
Okay, so that would be that would qualify as your action then to take him with you and to dive in. Okay, how much?
The not one bit was
is it just the 50? Is it the 50 feet of rope that you have as far as what you're using?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So as you grab it and you look down, you grab onto Raze, you pull him back into the actual hole. You drop down. You go down, and again, we're going to see how well this rope holds up your guys' weight as it's going to kind of stop. You're not going to hit the ground at 50 feet. You drop through, and as you make your way into this cavern, it's pitch black in here. You can see there are, as you're with your dark vision, you can see there are like some stalactites and stalagmites that are on the ground, and you can hear water running deep below you. And as you drop down, make me a dex saving throw with advantage to see if you can hold on to Raze while you're tumbling, because the rope's not attached to him, so you're gonna have to do your best to latch onto him.
Okay.
Yeah, you said a dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good at that, kind of.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, between the two of you, you roll down here, and again, the rope tightens, and you get caught. And again, Raze, as you're like, how are you holding him, Ophidian? Is it like a hug, or are you just like holding on to his clothes?
If he has like stuff that's pretty strappy, I would grab that instead of him. But if not, then I will bear hug him.
Are you a strappy kind of guy, Raze?
You strapping young
straps
lad?
are tacky.
Yeah, so
whoa.
So you're holding on. You're holding on to him here.
Yeah, because I'm kind of tall and lanky. I'm not. I'm pretty thin. So as long as I can get my arms around, we should be okay.
Ophidian is hugging me like a man.
Yeah. Ophidian, you're able to hug around, and as you're looking down, you can see it's probably
come here, Oates.
It's probably another good maybe 40 feet down before the water hits, and you guys are now kind of dangling in this cavern currently. Okay. Anything else you want to try to do?
If I could like sway us to get to one of the edges, just so we can hold on and like get stationary.
Okay, yeah. Make me a either maybe a strength athletics check to see if you can rock yourself enough, because you're holding on to somebody that is again not really secure to you.
Could I use acrobatics instead of athletics, or?
There's nothing really to parry yourself off. So if you can give me a way you acrobatically do it, I would say yes.
I'm trying to think. If the rope's on me at my waist, I could probably try to flip with him in, use his weight to kind of flip us, to kind of roll us to one side. We might be upside down, but that works for me. I don't care.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and make a dex acrobatics check, please.
Can I assist him with this? Because I have full proficiency with acrobatics.
Well, this is his turn, so again, this would be him. But he got a 22.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
As you flip upside down, and again, trusting Ophidian, your good friend, you're both upside down and you're rocking back and forth. We're going to see it's going to be on Raise to really kind of grab onto something and secure you guys, because you have to hold on to him with both hands or you'll drop him. But
I was inverted.
But you got the movement going on. You successfully have the movement going forward. Ami, you're up.
All right. I would like to continue my trip to the hole.
Yep, you have your light going on, and as you fly over to the hole, the light starts to permeate down beneath into the cavern here. So you can move yourself up to the hole there. I'm going to move Ophidian, and I'm going to move Raise up in the hole here. So we're just going to move you guys up just a little bit.
Yeah.
We're there. That counts.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, with my lights, can I like see what's going on with them?
Yeah, you see an upside down Ophidian holding on to a Raise, and they're just kind of pendulum swinging back and forth under there. And as you look down, you can see about maybe 30 or 40 feet below them, there's like a rushing, looks like underground river that's moving beneath them, and around them is just a bunch of stalactites and stalagmites. As you bring the light over the edge of the thing, you hear like a bunch of like creatures like chittering and like wings fluttering. And Ophidian and Raise, you see there's a few bats that were hanging upside down in there, and they start to fly away from the light here. What do you want to do?
Cool bats.
Cool bats.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get down as far as I can with them and kind of have the lights there to guide them. So you said they're like 30 to 40 feet.
They're 50 feet down because they use 50 feet of rope.
But I mean from up.
Yeah, from up. So again, if you're moving right now, you have 30 feet of movement. You got to the hole. You can use your action to go down another 30 feet. You wouldn't be able to get all the way to them, but you could get close.
Okay, I want to get close to them, but you said it's 30 or 40 feet farther down from them that the water is?
Yeah, they're hanging on a pendulum overlooking the water.
Does it look like there's anything down there to like land or stand on, or just water?
Make a perception check.
Oh, maybe. Hello?
Oh, yeah, there's rocks. And there's water.
Hey! Okay, I'm done.
Okay. With that, it is now the creature's turns. Les, this one here is going to move in towards you here. These two here. This one is going to run in, and I'm just going to roll to see its intention real quick.
Trip over the cat and fall to its doom.
It runs in and pets the cat.
It runs in. It sees you guys down there, and again, this creature dashed out of the forest towards you guys. It just runs and jumps into the actual cavern. We're gonna see if it actually can hit you and catch on to you guys, but that'll be interesting. This guy is gonna do the same thing. He's running and just dives into the hole, following you and Raise and Ami down the hole. And this one here is gonna maneuver over towards Rolex. And they are going to, again, do their attack thing. So this guy's going to first move in. He's going to lumber forward. He's going to get right up to the edge because he doesn't have very fast movement, but whatever. All right. Les, this creature is going to make its attacks at you. So that is a 22 to hit and a 17 to hit. What's your armor class?
18, but does the shield that got fixed or whatever get a plus to it as well? I didn't know if that changed anything.
Shield have a +2 to your AC right now.
Shield would +2 would make my AC at 20.
Okay, so then 1 hit, 1 miss then.
Okay.
All right. As he swings in at you, these long kind of like claws. And again, these creatures look like they're humanoid. Some of them have like what looks to be like worn down like daggers and like swords on them. They're not even using them. They're just kind of like wailing wildly with their extended arms. And one, you bring up the sword and shield and it bangs into the actual thing and you push it off. But another one comes straight up and just kind of rakes across your neck and your chin. You see some of your fur kind of fall off as you take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so I have heavy armor mastery, so I take -3 to slashing damage. That's non-manageable.
Yep, absolutely.
Also, I would like to actually use one of my surges. What's it called? Features. One of my one of my combat superiority dice to use parry. So when another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend one superiority die to reduce the damage by that number you roll on your superiority die, which is a 1d10.
Yep, roll me a die. See if you can bring that damage down.
Where are the dice on this one? I guess I just go to here and roll something.
Yes, roll a d10.
Okay, here it is. To everyone. 10.
This is a reminder. If you roll it D&D Beyond, it's at the bottom left of the screen, and if you want to roll it in Roll20, it's towards the top left of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. And one thing I want to really clarify real fast: my shield was already a 2 to AC. Did you say that was 2 more, or was just the plus 2?
Just a plus 2.
Okay, then it is just 18 still, so no change.
Okay.
But
all right. But again, you reduce the damage, even though it raked across your face here and it got some of your fur. It didn't actually penetrate into the flesh, so you have now kind of a nice little shave mark from fingers, but you didn't take any damage because of your superiority dice. So very good. This creature here is going to try to bite you, though. That is a 27 to hit.
Wow, jeez. That doesn't hit.
That is 19 points of damage to your shoulder as you're fighting with this one creature. This one comes in and just kind of like
I should have used it on that one instead.
And bites right down on the nape of your neck and right into your collar. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on. Let me apply that 19 damage. And wait, that was counted as piercing damage, right?
Piercing damage. So you also take 3 points off of that because of your heavy armor. Yep.
Okay, let me add 3 back. I was just double checking on that.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Where is... Try to get familiar with this again. It's been too long. Con. Do I just... Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay, so you do save. So as you can feel this creature bite into you, you can feel it trying to suck out some of your flesh and blood, and you're able to just kind of get its face off of you before it's able to do that with that save. So no other effects happen to you. You successfully saved. Very good. Okay, Rolex. This one walks over to you. It reaches its hand out again, and it is going to cast at you. I need
which one? Because none of them are next to me right now.
This one.
Okay, so it's going to move over. Okay.
Yeah, move down a little bit. It's looking at you. It's not actually a save. This is actually an attack roll.
Okay.
And that's a 9 total.
That hits.
That hits. This time, the creature, you can see it's
metal body gives you less than 10.
It looks like something pulses from its heart into its shoulder and out through its hands, and this black kind of inky material flies out at you. But again, I don't know how you want to deflect this, but it simply just misses you completely.
A little squirt gun pops out of his shoulder and just...
Yeah, I'm thinking it's not too much on the dexterity side, but more of just... I could see the whole action coming, and because I'm pretty smart, I could see the arc of the ink, and I just have to move enough to get out of the way of it.
Exactly. You said its heart was glowing?
Yeah. No, it pulsed, it was a really unnatural kind of and it shot something into its arm and out through its hands. Okay.
As a squid heart or something.
All right.
Don't like that even a little bit.
Okay, so these two creatures have just dove in the hole, and again, Ophidian, as you're holding up Raise, you're looking up, you can just hear footsteps, and you can hear just as they just dive in. You see these two large, lanky bodies jumping in, and they're looking like they're going to try to jump on it and grapple onto you guys. They're both going to make a grapple check against you.
Did Dogaga have a chance to knock him off of his trajectory when he was running past him?
It's one of those things. There isn't a specific attack of opportunity thing for the construct. It's more that it can deflect an attack that's against an ally.
I would say maybe it's deflecting it here. I'll roll with a disadvantage for him if Dogaga sees him leaping in towards your friends. I think Dogaga would probably
he would definitely want to help protect.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Then it's did you say you wanted to roll it?
Well, yeah, it's basically because they're trying to do a grapple, so it's just basically he's going to roll a disadvantage.
Okay.
For that, because again, that's basically what it imposes, right? It imposes disadvantage on the attack.
Disadvantage on the attack roll of a creature it can see within 5 feet of it, but that could be as he's passing by.
Yeah,
trip him up or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so it'll be a roll for the creature since it's its attack, but it's going to roll at disadvantage. So the first one dives in, and Dog. How does he try to deflect it? He's trying to just bite him or like
knowing that the other ones just ran in there. It's just getting in there and tripping up the feet. Sure. When it goes to dive, it doesn't have a clear path.
He just bats at him.
Dog because yeah, like a cat, just like and just
it is a cat. So
Dog isn't even like in a combat stance. He's just like sitting calmly, just
yeah. Yep. It's like
switching his tail.
Pointer flying by. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that, Doggaga bats at this creature, and you can see its leg kind of like trip, and it just tumbles and it falls into the actual hole, tumbling over and over. And as it tumbles past you guys are penduluming back and forth. You pendulum back, and it just drops past you as it's kind of like clawing up at you, trying to get you. And you can hear it kind of hit the ground with a.
I want to see. Thud. I want to like as it's falling. I want to watch it and like because you said it's only like 40 feet to the ground, right?
No, from where it jumped off, it's 100 feet.
No, from us.
Yeah, from you, it's 40 feet, but you're 50 feet down, though. You two.
Yeah. I'm aware of that fact. I want to see it hit the ground, and I want to see if it gets up.
We'll get to that point in a second here. The second one jumps in, and as it jumps in, okay, I need. This is going to be a tricky one for you guys since you guys are moving back and forth here, and it's jumping in, and it sees you guys. It clearly is probably going to grapple onto you with what it rolled. I need Raze and Ophidian to make me a dex save to see if you guys can do enough to get out of the way combined. Okay. All right. With that, Ophidian, you move your hips back and forth and you start to pull forward. But as you're pulling forward, Raze, his tail and his jacket and everything else, you just feel this heavy creature grab onto Raze, and now there are 3 of you dangling in this particular chain. You feel the rope, Ophidian, start to pull and start to tear as this creature is now on top of you, Raze. It's like climbing up on you as you're hanging from this precarious spot. Raze, as you look down, you see the creature like smash into some rocks. It sits there for a second, and then you can see its like head move, and it starts to like roll. It looks pretty bad, but it is still alive.
I don't care for that.
Yeah. This creature looking down into the hole right here, it's observing everything. Ami, you look up and you can see a very similar kind of creature that you have seen in the past. And again, it fills you with a little bit of dread. I need Ami. Never mind. This is an attack roll for him. It's not actually a save. So he's going to, again, reach his hand out. And that is a 19. Does a 19 hit you?
I'm a fairy. Why would a 19 hit me? I'm a big, strong, and my armor class is 11.
Okay.
That hits me. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. It reaches its hand out, and as it does, again, this kind of black inky material just fires out, and as it comes down, it hits you in the face. It almost like drenches you completely because you are a smaller creature.
Pickled fairy.
Hey! Hey!
You take 17 points of necrotic damage.
I think that Eli should have half of that just for that joke.
And with that, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh God! You said 17.
17 points of damage. Yeah.
I don't like it. Constitution saving throw. I'm not good at those.
A 15. A 15 does not save, unfortunately, for this. You are considered blind. You are considered blinded at the moment.
Oh no!
Yikes!
So as this inky black like stuff comes in, and you can feel it like penetrating your skin and like burning, you're wiping it off furiously. And as you open up your eyes, and even though you're casting light, you don't see anything right now. All you're seeing is like black splotches everywhere as this happened. You get a chance.
Jason's going for the TPK tonight.
Wow.
Somebody get the Dawn dish soap.
We all agreed that this was a dangerous campaign. So something that I don't think we told Ami before she joined us. We all agreed to that.
What? What did we?
Nothing at all. Do you have a
fun note for you, Ami? The group decided that there is no more 3 death saving throws. It's only 1 death saving throw for this campaign.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. If you need me, call me. I'll just be in D&D Beyond. Just,
right. The other thing is you should have a spare monk ready to go.
Yes. Yes. They should be some sort of like beast species as well.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to get to the Ninja Turtles portion of the game. All right. That is its turn. Rolex, it's your turn. As again, this creature just launched this kind of black, inky, necrotic spray at you, missing you completely. What do you want to do?
All right, so still above ground are the big bad creature and the 3 others that are.
Yeah, I'm going to move this guy off. He's now considered knocked on the ground at the very, very bottom of this pit here. Ray's, Ophidian, and Ami are down the hole right now. Currently, you can't see them from where you're at. You can just see some light coming up from there that Ami is casting. This guy is also down the hole, and this guy and these ones over here are all the ones that are still on land.
Okay. I guess the right thing to do is to go over to help Les, because Les is my buddy.
Sure.
Just I'll start with calling Dog over to in between those 2.
Excellent.
Get my mouse there. Yep. So I put Dog to come over between those 2. And because I finally looked this up and brought up the stats, my cat can also take a force empowered rend, which is just a melee weapon attack. So this is that SWAT of actually trying to deal damage. And we'll just go to the one at the top.
Sure. Roll with advantage for him because he is flanking.
It's going to be a D20 plus 5. So
could you also roll that for the one he swatted on its way down the hole?
Oh, so he missed. So there's a 1. I won't bother with the plus 5. Anyway, this is the first time I actually remembered that the animal can attack.
And you got a natural 1 on it.
So it's just there for the distraction, apparently.
Yeah.
From where Rolex is, we're going to take another shot with the crossbow first.
Go ahead.
And that is going to give me a
advantage as well.
What's that? Sorry.
Advantage as well on that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. I'm going to roll 19 twice. So
hey, there we go. That definitely a hit.
We'll just call it a crit on that account, right?
It's actually higher, but a 19 hit, so that works.
Yep.
And I did calculate the damage incorrectly last time. My total damage is a D10 plus 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll a D10 here, and 6 plus 7 will be 13.
13 points. All right. Where do you hit it?
The one. The idea here is I'm going to try and stop them from attacking less, and the last attack was like swipe with claws kind of thing, so trying to stop the arms from attacking the friend.
Yeah, you fire the bolt and it goes like perfectly like right through this thing's tricep, and it just you can hear that sickening kind of thud into like bone as the bolt just sticks out to it there. Very good.
And then the last thing would be to move up so I can assist him, and I'll just move up kind of on the other side of that one.
Yay, flanking.
Provide Les some help there.
And speaking of flanking, if there's nothing else, it goes to Les.
Yep, I am done.
All right. Awesome. So I am going to see. Once we're done to add it to the roll before. No. Just checking some stuff. Distracting. All right. I'm just gonna do 2 hits on this one that's flanking now with.
Which one? The top one or the side one?
The one on the side.
Okay, yeah. You have advantage on that, so go ahead and roll attacks. Yep, roll with
Plus,
advantage.
he was the one that walked up and sunk his teeth into me, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he still has some fur in his mouth.
Yeah, so I really want to hit that guy. So that's what I'm going to do. I also had switched my weapon out since we last talked, so it should be the correct thing now.
Excellent.
And I do just make one more mention. On the 10-foot walk over there, or charge over there, Rolex will be switching to shield and longsword.
Excellent. Yep. Easily done. All right, well, 28 definitely hits, so go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay, I'm just trying to double check my other things that I can do with action surges real fast. Let's see. Field by maneuver. Let's attack. Move out of the way. All right, I'll just do straight up attacks. I'll plan better next time. So that's my first attack on that one. I will then do a second attack with my extra attack.
Excellent.
Onto the same one. That is a 14. I think that missed last time.
That missed last time, yeah. 14 just missed.
I'll spend a superiority die because I have, let's see, where to go.
Raise, you're up next.
Precision attack. When you make an attack roll, you can expend one superiority die to add it to the roll before or after the roll, but before any effects are applied. So I'm going to go do that and add that to that attack.
Go
just
ahead.
to, I think I can
roll over a 1 and you'll be good.
Oops,
that's 5d10 you rolled.
That's not what I meant to do.
Right?
No, ignore that. That was okay. I thought maybe you would spend 1 and apparently try to spend everything. So
really
9.
Spend all my superiority dice.
roll me damage then.
Just to hit him that one time.
Yeah.
All right, that's
okay. Yeah.
I'm so confused about this. It says
you should be.
One hand it's 12, but it
So
says two hands 9, but it's saying total 21. Like it tried to add them.
It tried to add them both together for whatever.
So I think it's 9 for the first attack, and then 12 for the second attack.
Yep.
All right. So then I am going to spend one more. Let's see, my action surge. That way I can attack one more time. Just
action surge, you have 2 more attacks. As you get another action, you have 2 attacks in your action. So
sir, awesome. Well then I will then do that. Then hopefully I'll hit him twice.
No,
hits. 27.
Are you clicking the click for damage button in Roll20?
Yes.
If you just roll the damage from D&D Beyond, it won't give you.
That's true. Yeah, it should do that.
Easier on you that way.
Okay, well, 14 for that first one.
We'll keep the 14 though. The 14 is good for that. We'll keep the 14. We'll keep the 14.
So
I'll keep maximum damage. Take it.
Yep. All right. And then that one is 17 to hit.
17 hits. Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Another 14. All right. Yeah, we'll keep the damage for the 14. Absolutely. 14s. All right. So you just Rolex, I mean, you see Les with some very fancy maneuvers with his sword. Where do you hack this thing up at, Les?
I guess I'll go first for another slash of the chest. I'll bring it back across the face, down to the chest again, and then maybe just across the upper legs.
Okay, yeah.
Are you doing a Z like Zora?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's like 2 L's almost is what he did.
It's like an hour. It was like an hourglass is what it came
There you
down
go.
to.
There you go. As you swing across the chest again, you cut open and you can see it's got a weirdly like shaped beating heart behind some rib cage. You can see as you come back around and swing down across its face, you knock out some of its teeth and some of the fur that was in its mouth, and then you come back around and you hack into its arm and its legs. The creature looks very rough at this moment. You did a significant amount of damage to it in that turn. So very good. You have your movement still if you would like to move, or you can stay where you're at.
I'll stand my ground for the moment.
Okay, we go over then to Raise. Raise, you're currently being held by Ophidian. You have a creature that's climbing up you right now. What do you want to try to do?
Just out of
Throat's
curiosity,
getting pretty thin, man.
am I grappled?
You are grappled right now. Yeah, it was successfully. It did grapple you.
Okay. I'm going to look at Ophidian. Do you trust me?
Do it.
All right. So I So you said that the creature hit the ground and it got up, right?
It's getting up. It looks very
where it landed.
Yeah. You can see where it landed. You guys are still pendulum swinging right now because I don't believe Ophidian stopped that yet. Because that was your guys' intention, was to like grab onto something on one of the the stalactites or things like that on the side. So you guys are still moving, but you can see it down below. Yeah, clearly you can see it.
And
that's primarily because there's light in the cavern right now because
Yeah.
Ami is down there casting light.
So I do want to look. So this running water, it's like a stream, like a river.
Yeah, and as it hit the stream, it's not very deep. It kind of like hit, like there was like a meaty thud, and it rolled a little bit. So it's like a little like babbling creek almost of water.
Okay. How large is this cavern?
It's pretty large. You can't see past where the light extends right now, even with your dark vision. It's a pretty large cavern.
Okay. So I want to, and there are no other creatures that I can see. Nothing worth.
No, the bats all flew away here. There's only Ami who's down there right now, freaking out because she can't see, and Ophidian who's holding you both up right now.
And nothing that is like trying to ping the back of my mind with passive perception.
Nothing 19. Right now, no. And okay. I think right now you're kind of very, very focused on this creature that's climbing up you.
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
I love it.
And I'm going to designate a spot as on the ground of the cavern, as far away from the creature that hit the ground that I can see.
Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't be too far away from it. It's probably the farthest you can get because light is coming down in this cavern here, and it's coming down in a certain space. But you can still get a decent away from it. Absolutely. Okay.
And because
the creature is definitely not willing, and it's
I know I'm bringing Ophidian.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay. So as you cast Dimension Door, you go and you summon up your portal, and the creature's on top of you. And as it's trying to going in for this bite, you and Ophidian go into it here. The rope, Ophidian, you lose your rope basically. It's going to be stuck hanging up there. It doesn't go with you, unfortunately. But you guys appear down below, and you just see the creature just falling and tumbling down, and it kind of hits with that same kind of meaty thud into some of the rocks. It doesn't even hit the water; it just kind of falls straight down. And yeah, very, very well played.
I also want to use my item interaction to give Ophidian 5 gold. Buy yourself a new rope.
Hey man, mine was hemp. You're gonna have to give me more money than that.
Don't push
you know how I roll.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do, Raise?
Oh, you know what? So that was a spell cast. I have a bonus action. Right? Where'd you go? Where are my actions? There they are.
Ophidian, you're next.
Ophidian, you haven't taken damage, right?
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, you know what? So with the do you trust me? I wanted to give Ophidian inspiration.
Okay, yeah.
Bardic inspiration. That's going to be a D12 that you can roll for any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Wait.
And that lasts for how long? Until I use it?
10 minutes or until you use it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I would say that would probably be your turn then, unless you wanted to move.
Oh no, it's a D10. My apologies. Okay. I think it's in my best interest not to move right now.
Okay. Ophidian, you find yourself down below. You see your rope hanging up there, and you see this creature fall, and there's splat. It's still moving, but doesn't look very good. And this other creature is getting up now as well. It doesn't look very good either. But you are down on the ground in this cavern with Rays. What do you want to do?
How far away are they from us right now?
You're about 30 feet from the one that fell first. The other one is probably about maybe 60 feet away from you currently in this cavern.
What
do you want to do?
Yeah. I guess I'll go up to the guy that's closest then. Run my rapier through him.
Okay, make me an attack roll with advantage, please.
Did it roll twice or once?
It looked like it rolled once, which is a 9.
Yeah, just one roll in there.
I feel like it always sounds like it rolled twice.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
9 and a 12.
Even with a 12, it's so dark in here, and again, you guys kind of lose your footing.
You know what? I didn't roll. Hold on.
Oh,
yeah. Let's try this again. I was hitting the wrong button. And then this one.
Yeah, that would be a crit.
Yeah, I wasn't adding. I wasn't rolling with my bonuses on it at all.
Okay.
I was rolling straight die rolls.
All right. So yeah. So it hits.
So one's a crit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Make sure I'm. So we're technically. How do you want to do this since it was a crit?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it added the sneak attack damage in. I'd assume.
Yeah, I mean, this right here is going to be enough to finish the creature off, anyways, for this particular instance.
That's fine.
So yeah. So I mean, how do you want to end this one?
If he's still like trying to get up, like he's like on all fours, and I'm just gonna put it in the back of his neck.
Yeah, sure. As you jam this thing into the back of this creature's neck, and you just turn and you sever the spinal column from its body, the creature just goes lifeless. But I need you to make me a dex saving throw, please.
What did you explode?
Maybe.
An 11. Okay, so as you you bury this thing in and you twist it, the creature's heart stops beating, and as it does, it lets out one last kind of like poof, explosion in its chest, and this inky black kind of it's blood almost, it seems like, splatters out from this creature, and it gets onto you here. You take only 6 points of damage.
Is that poison?
Not necrotic damage for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. As it hits you, you're just like, and you pull out the blade, and you just kind of, I'm assuming you just like shake it off. But the creature is dead. But you've learned something very important about these creatures. They seem to implode or explode when they die. What else do you want to do?
Well, I've already used up all my movement, so I'm just kind of keeping my eye on the what the other guy's doing.
Yeah, the other one's about 30 feet away. It's like slowly getting up, but yeah, it looks bad though. Okay.
I guess I will take a look around too to see where we can move on from this.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see where we can get to.
And then Ami, you're next. 24. So, looking around this cavern here, looking back up where the river's coming from here, you don't really see anything. It looks like it's coming in through like this cobble of rocks. It looks like there's almost kind of maybe a makeshift dam that's just letting the river bleed in. Moving down further, you can definitely feel, you can't see too far down there, but you can definitely feel there's air and wind coming up from there that seems to be warmer. If you were going to go away, you'd probably say that'd be the way to go to get like out somewhere. But looking up back towards the back end, it's just a bunch of rocks and looks to be like I said, like it's dammed up water back behind you.
And does that way where the air is, does that line up where the estate is or not?
Yeah, I would say with what you rolled, you'd probably be able to assess, like putting a map into your head, like that's where it's going. Yeah.
All right, I'll kind of, if I can, I will just kind of let Raze know that, kind of nod that way. Looks like we should go that way eventually.
Easy enough. Okay. Ami, what do you want to do?
Okay. So, I mean, literally, anything I can do to get all this stuff off and be able to see.
Sure. Make a Constitution saving throw.
You say Constitution?
Yep. Saving throw, please.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Hey, all right. With that, you're able to use your your clothing and stuff. You're able to wipe your eyes out. It takes a few seconds, but you start to see. You just see a hanging rope. That's all you see where your friends once were. And as you panic for a second, you look down. You can see there's Ophidian and Raze at the very bottom. You are again no longer blinded.
Okay. Can I get to them this turn?
Sure, yeah. You have to use your movement to go down. You'd be about 30 feet above them, like hovering over them. But yeah, you can get down within close range to them.
Okay. I'm gonna go down there closer to them, see how they're doing, what the status of how everybody creatures are down here now is.
There's only one, and it's about maybe as you come down 30 feet, it's about 30 feet to your diagonal. there's one creature that's getting up, and it's slowly like getting up currently.
Okay.
It looks to be in bad shape, depending on what you want to do.
How do party members look?
Ophidian looks okay. It looks covered in like a bunch of black gunk right now. Raze, it's Raze, how do you look right now? I can't hear Raze. Raze looks like he's muted. Raze can't talk.
My apologies. So because of the nature of the attack that did hurt Raze, he looks fine, but like pretty often he's coughing, like wiping spittle off his like lips and chin. It looks like his hurty bits are inside.
I like it.
I don't know if I like that.
So what do you want to do, Ami?
I was trying to see if I could do like a cure spell, but I think most of the ones that I have that might help that are touch, so I would have to wait until next turn.
Okay, you can attack somebody if you have something that can attack with. There's a creature on the ground down to your diagonal left.
I want to put Raze out of his misery. Pew!
There you go. You can always attack. You could attack Raze if you wanted to.
Ooh, tempting offer.
Very much easier target.
Let's see if I can. What's this? I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see if I can attack. I don't know what I'm doing in this system.
So you have a couple of spells you could use. You could again throughout. You have a like chill touch. You have again. You do have weapons that you have. You have the sling that you have that you can use to attack at a range with. So what would you like to do?
Let's try chill touch because that's 120 feet. That should definitely do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll an attack with chill touch. 18 hits, and with 15 points of damage. With the fall damage. Okay. How do you want to end this one?
As in, like, what does it look like?
Yeah. How do you want to kill it?
So it's literally going to be, she kind of extends her fingertips out towards it, and a bunch of what look like just tiny like snowflakes that are giving off like almost like a cold like steam like you see with like dry ice, and it just goes over and completely like submerges the creature in it for a moment and basically like welds it to the ground.
Okay, yeah. It almost like grabs the creature's face, surrounds it, and like in the little bit of running water as it was kind of like getting up, it like smashes its face in it, and it seems to freeze some of the water around it and just kind of like smothers the creature, and it just stops moving. It does explode, but because no one's around it, the ink just kind of goes within about a 10-foot circle around it, and that's about it. So well done.
Tommy used Ice Beam. It's super effective.
Okay. It is now, if that's all for you, Ami, it is now the creature's turns. So this one here, who looks really, really bad, is going to try to swing at you, but it's not going to be able to do it very well because it has Rolex, who has kind of pinned its arm with its crossbow. So, yeah, it's going to try to bite you instead. Again.
Okie dokie.
Is less than rush shape at this point?
No, I'm pretty good.
That is a 24.
Still hits.
Yep, still hits. And that is, it's only 13 points of piercing damage to you, minus 3, so 10 points of piercing damage to you. And then I need you to make me a con save again, please.
I will do that. Con save roll.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Again, this creature bites into you again, but it doesn't.
I would say bite me, but you're doing that already.
Oh.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right, this one over here is going to turn around. It sees Dogaga. It's going to try to attack Dogaga.
Hey.
That is a 26 to hit, which is a hit.
Is Dogaga within 5 feet of me? Oh, it already didn't hit. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just missed.
Yep. That is 18 points of damage to Dogaga.
Okay.
Oh,
I actually have to do the calculations on health, but that's still well within safe boundaries.
Yeah, well within safe boundaries. Okay,
hey,
this
is. I wanted to see if Dogga. You said he is within 5 feet. I think you said it missed. So
no, he hit Dogga.
He hit. I said miss because he rolled obnoxiously high.
is diagonal
Just missed.
is diagonal within 5 feet?
Yeah, it is, but again, it was 26. So what do you want to do?
Well, my fighting style is protection. So while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay,
so I would like to.
Yeah,
I'd like.
I was going to roll 30.
Absolutely. That is a 17. Does a 17 hit Dogga?
15 armor class.
Okay, so it still hits.
Well,
So
I tried.
Not bad though.
yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. All right. This one here is going to move. It's going not get in close range with you, but it's going to move up to almost range with you, Rolex, and it's going to try to. It's desperately trying to hit you with its spell. It's going to try to do it again. That is a it's a 17. Does a 17 hit?
No, with the shield, I have an 18 armor class.
Yeah, you are just unhittable right now from
Well,
this
this time because I have the shield. It's just the shield that blocks the nasty.
I was gonna say Rolex isn't even paying attention to this creature. It's on his back and it just hits his shield on his back, and he's like, "Oh,
stuff dripping off it." What the hell?
Okay. This creature here, though, it makes its way over and looks down. It looks at the rope, and it looks over at its other creatures, and it just kind of, it just growls and it grunts something to them, and all their heads just kind of like weirdly turn back and look at it. It looks down in the hole, and it points its finger down there, and yeah, I need because it's 100 feet down, so 100 feet, 120 foot range. You guys would still be within range. I need Raise, Ophidian, and Ami to make me a strength saving throw, please.
No, stop
Did you say strength?
Yes.
Why do you do this to me?
Boy.
Strength. 23.
Oh,
19.
okay. 19
Oh,
is
that's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Get
19.
bent, I guess.
19, 10, and 11.
Okay. So Ray saves, Ophidian, and Amanita fail. But as he points his finger down, a little beam comes off of his finger, and as it does, it goes into the cave, and it just lets out this almost like burst of energy, and it goes through, and it just hacks off several of the stalactites that are on the ceiling, and they just start to drop down around you guys. Again, the impact from this here, it shakes the entire cave, and as you guys kind of go to balance and hold yourselves up here, these things start coming down. It is a total of 11 points of damage to you. That means 5 points of damage to you, Ray. Since you save, you take half damage as these rocks and these things pelt down and they rain on you. It is then going to use its movement, and it's going to jump down into the cave. It's going to make a save to see if it takes how much damage it takes as it falls all the way down. That's a fail. So that is okay. So you guys see this creature like kind of like lurch itself in as these stalactites fall down, and as it lands, you can just see its legs crumple underneath it and kind of. And as it like crumples down, its eyes open back up, and it gets back up. It took some damage, but it still is alive. Okay, that's all the creatures can do.
It is determined, apparently.
Roll it.
Yeah, apparently.
What do you want to do?
We'll start with Dog again. The same attack, the rend, and this is a +5 to hit. Let's roll. Oh, a 2 is not going to hit. Gosh. Well, hold on. We had advantage with all this.
You're advantage. You're at advantage. Yes.
This stuff. 17.
17 hits. 17
yeah,
hits.
and 17
yeah.
+5, so at least that'll hit. Good golly. And you know what?
I think there's a lover, not a fighter. That's
he is definitely. I clicked away for a second. I got to remember what the damage is. It is. It is a D8 plus. Oh my gosh, what is PB? A D8 plus PB force damage. What the heck is PB?
We'll say it's an extra D6. Sure. That's
Sure.
what PB is.
We're gonna say
That's what we'll say. What PB is.
D8 and a D6.
Yeah.
6 damage.
All right. So, as what does this force empowered Ren look like since it actually hit?
This is all the cat swatting at what's in front of it. So just metal claws pop out of the little metal feet, big metal feet, and yeah, it's waiting for an opening and swatting at the arm that comes towards it. That type of thing. All reactionary.
Love it. Okay.
It's both piercing and bashing at the same time.
There you go, and adorable at the same time. Adorable damage. Okay. Rolex, that is, I believe, your companion Dogaga's turn. What do you want to do?
So he took an action, and next the attack from Rolex with a long sword. Again, that one there between him and Les.
You have advantage, so go ahead and don't forget to roll with advantage. Oh, that 22 is definitely hits. Yeah.
Yep, 22. I just was hoping for a crit there.
Yeah.
Take the 22.
Yeah.
22.
And 8. No, I'm sorry. It's 2. Well, I rolled, I guess, poor on the damage. I gotta double check that. For now, let's go with it's just going to be 2 damage. I think I'm supposed to add intelligence to this instead of strength, but not.
Well, either way,
it may only be for ranged.
Either way, it is enough.
Okay.
To remember this one after all the damage that Les did to it in the last round, so it is enough.
So yeah,
you had
just
exactly
really
2
bonk
points
on the
left.
head and knock it down.
Okay. with like the butt of your sword, or with like the actual blade of
The
your
flat
sword?
of the sword, because it's not a particularly good hit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Les, you see this creature's head just like bury into its neck, and it just falls forward almost onto you. And then I need you both to make me con saves because it is going to explode.
I figured that was coming.
Yeah.
I guess I should do that with Dog as well.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Les saves, Rolex saves, and as long as Dogaga saves.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm going to open this in a separate page. Here it is. The saving throw con is it's plus PB again.
plus a D6 again, yeah. Plus.
There we go.
All right, still save. 17 is still a save. You guys take 4 points of damage. It was 8 points of damage halved to you guys as this black inky material like covers you guys. Rolex, you're a little taken aback as this thing exploded, but and it actually kind of like gets into some of your mechanical joints, and you can feel like
hell to clean that out.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel good. Same thing for Dogaga. It's kind of like just like pawing at its eyes and like getting it out. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Let's see. I had that move. So do you want to take the one off of the map that got killed?
Yes, that's a good idea. I will move that guy out of there. There we go.
Okay. So then from there, considering the guy is not adjacent to me, I'm going to just move up to the other side of this one where my buddy Les is, so we can provide a full surround sound experience for this guy.
Love it. All right.
If you can make it to the other side, you can also be within 5 feet of me if he tries to attack you.
Sure, why not? Let's go there.
Yeah, you can do that easily. Okay.
I don't even know if I moved it right. It's close.
Yeah, it's close enough. Les, what do you want to do?
Light this guy up the best I can with my sword.
Go ahead.
All right. What was that?
I just clicked, just for kicks, I clicked Steel Defender entry into there, and you guys can see it actually says plus PB.
Proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
proficiency bonus. Hey, thank you. Yeah. That makes sense because my guy. Thank you.
My brain was stuck on PB. Why is it
Me
talking
too.
about lead?
I was like,
where does lead come into this?
I was the same thing. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But okay, sure, yeah, let's go with it.
After nailed it to start, I couldn't get past peanut butter.
There we go. Okay. Les, what do you want to do?
Okay, I was just checking Goading Attack, but I mean, I'm already going to defend them anyway for disadvantages, so automatically, so why even bother him roll to save on a wisdom check? So I'm just going to light this guy up with my sword twice. All right, and hold on. Somebody's watching a drama.
Is that the TV at Eli's house there?
No,
I think that's me.
Nothing going on here.
Okay. Aster's friend's residence.
All right, so 8 points of slashing damage to him. That's definitely a hit. All right, you have another attack.
I'll roll it one more time since it was an advantage, just to make sure it wasn't a crit. If you don't
absolutely.
mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely not a crit.
Okay. So,
8 points of slashing damage.
Now for my next one. I'll roll twice. Did it go twice?
Another 19 and 22. Yeah, that hits. Go and roll for damage.
All right. I'll just click that one this time. 7.
Okay. All right. Very consistent. I like it here. The 8, 7. We're going to keep going down in the line right there. All right. Where do you hack at this thing?
I saw the other one's heart beating open, so I'm going to cut at its chest twice to try to reveal that if I can.
Yeah, you bury your sword in twice, and you're starting to peel away the flesh. This creature hasn't taken a lot of damage yet, but you've definitely done some damage to it now.
Okay. There is nothing else I can really do at this time. I think so. Yeah, I will just stay here for now then.
All right, Raise, you see this large green creature on the map here. It's not really green. He's actually like that dark gray complexion. But this one here, you see that just kind of like jumped in willy-nilly and just crumpled into the ground. And these creatures don't seem to have any care about their safety or their own preservation. And it's getting up right now. It's about 25-ish feet away from you.
Okay. God dang it. There's not a whole lot that makes sense for me to do because I am not a melee combatant, and the one damage spell I can get off with consistency won't hit.
You never know. You never know.
Worth a shot.
Try. Yeah, you can always try.
It's worth the 2 shots that I have.
Sure.
All right, you know what? Yeah, fine. Sure, why not? I'll try to hit it with Eldritch Blast again.
Eldritch Blast. All right, hit it with
Still
Eldritch
at disadvantage.
Hey,
first beam. Oh,
yes,
24 to hit with the first beam.
24 hits. It hits. Yeah.
The second.
Yes.
That's gonna be an 11 on the second.
11 on the second one. All
Didn't
right.
you roll the 28 in the 11?
He's rolling with disadvantage because he's poisoned still.
Advantage, damn it.
Yeah. So one hit though.
Crit. No.
He gets hit for 10 damage.
All right, yeah.
10 force damage.
2 bolts. Where are you aiming at on this creature?
Well, I did just see him almost break his legs, so I'm gonna go for a kneecap.
Yeah, you fire this bolt and you can see it like just penetrate like the knee. You can see it like the knee bend backwards a little bit, but the creature kind of like buckles, but it still seems to be standing. It seems to be a fairly hardy creature.
What a jerk. And I'm gonna take myself to a total of 55 feet away from him.
Sorry, which way are you running? Because again, towards the back wall, there is what appears to be what Ray saw, what Ophidian saw, which was like it's a bunch of like cobblestone, like almost like a natural dam. The other way is down. Is the
creature standing between me and the warm air line?
You have enough space you can get around it here, but yeah, you'd be passing it a little bit.
The problem is if I go that way, even though I can get past him, I'm still closer to it by the end than I was at the start.
Yeah. So down here below, this area right here is like the tunnels that go down towards where the estate is. This up here, which is where I'm sorry, I have that backwards. This right here is the dam wall. Sorry.
Okay.
And this up here is the tunnels. I was looking at it backwards here. So you can run this way around it if you wanted to. Again, it's up to you.
Okay.
Are you going to run up the damn wall?
No, I'm not going to run up the damn wall. You know what? Sure, why not? I've got another 50 hit points to burn.
I like it. Good attitude. Okay, so yeah, you move your way around the creature here, and we'll just say that you're over in this area past the creature. He doesn't get an attack opportunity. You're plenty far away from its reach, so you skirt yourself around him. Okay. Anything else you want to
do? Hold on, because
Ophidian, you're next.
Are Ophidian and Ami still within 60 feet of me now?
Yes.
Okay. In the next. Oh, something
broke. Something broke.
Crash. That was the air drum kit knocked over.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do, Raise?
I'm going to
plastic clipboard.
I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay, is that yeah?
It's a bonus action to
yep.
to cast. The only other spell I've cast this turn is a cantrip. I am only casting it at 3rd level, so it is just 1d4 plus 4 hit points. So we all gain 7.
All right,
Ami,
Ami.
Ophidian, and myself.
What's the range on that?
60 feet. I
Yes,
can't
sir.
get y'all up there.
We're not even close. I
Yeah.
was comparing or thinking about that compared to a spell I have that does a 30-foot aura. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Ophidian, you're next. You feel some healing coming from you from your friend Raise, even though you don't really need it. too much.
The verbal component for the spell is a phrase in Infernal. You will not die today.
There you go. Ophidian, what do you want to do?
So we got a guy with crumpled legs, but there's another guy that had fallen previously. Where's his position?
He exploded. Ami killed
yeah.
him.
Okay.
Ami used Ice Beam. It was super.
Oh, that's
effective.
right. I didn't know he got wasted. Excellent.
I didn't realize a grass type could learn an ice type move, though. No? Okay.
I liked it.
I unmuted.
Sorry,
I actually really loved it.
I was trying to unmute myself.
I was muted as
You're
well.
fired.
That was great.
I think it's better that no one said anything though. What do you want to do?
I need to get Arceus. That game's looking great.
I guess I really don't want to get too close to this dude, but how's this guy looking? I mean, I know he got the crumpled legs, but is he not looking too bothered?
The other ones, when they fell, they looked really damaged after the fall. This one here still looks like he's relatively okay.
And how far away from me is he?
Since he jumped in and you were closer to where the other one fell, he's probably about maybe 20 feet from you, maybe 15.
So can I take a swipe at him as I'm running by him?
You can try, yeah.
All right. I kind of want to get to where, Raise is, but I wouldn't mind taking a swing at this dude.
Sure. Yeah, you run up to him. You can take that swing. Go ahead.
And he hasn't taken his turn yet, right?
No, he has not. Well, he's taken his turn in not in this round, but he has taken his turn.
That's what I mean, though, because I can use my assassinate to get disadvantage, right? I know he's not surprised. I'm not going to get a critical hit, but I can still use that for a advantage on my rolls.
He's going to see you coming because again, he does have he can see in the dark, so I don't think you get advantage on it here.
No, it just says any creature you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. But I guess that could mean, but he has taken turns in combat. So
he has taken turns in combat. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, just go for a regular fancy. Let's see how fancy I can get.
Remember, you do still have that Bardic Inspiration.
You do, but 19 hits, though. A 19 will hit.
I don't want to have to unless I really have to.
Yeah, a 19 just hits, I should say. Okay.
And
all right.
I will proceed to move as far as away, as far as I can past him after that.
Okay,
hit.
You can get right up to where Raise is at, but it's going to take an attack of opportunity at you. So it is going to swing at you. That is a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this big fist, as you run in and you just drive by slashing attack on this creature, and you turn and you go, you just feel this fist just crack you in the side of your jaw, but you're able to still maneuver out of the way. Anything else you want to do?
No, I mean that's it for you. I just want to. I assume I can still use my uncanny dodge to half that.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to, for sure. All right. Ami, you're up. Ami?
Somebody cooking dinner, pots and pans are rattling.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
I was going to ask that too.
Yeah.
That's my tin of popcorn. Sorry.
I see Randy smirking over there. You know it's him.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ami, what do you want to do?
I'm a little bit confused with what's going on now.
Okay, so you saw this big creature dive down into the hole. It landed. It broke its legs, it looks like, but it stood back up even though it took some damage. You see Raise and Ophidian hit this thing and then run off towards these tunnels off here underground.
And that's this green guy token thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Okay. So is he still actually within our eyesight, or has he like? Okay,
no, he's still there. He does not look happy.
I wouldn't reckon. I wouldn't look happy either. I think I'm honestly going to try and do the same thing to him if I can get to my. There we go. And we're going to see how he likes the cold.
Okay.
Now use Blizzard this time. It's stronger.
No, I don't think I actually have Blizzard. That's a good point. Okay. Bink. Maybe. Hello.
All right, 28 definitely hits, and that's 11 points. You rolled it twice, but we'll take the first one. So it's 11 points of necrotic damage. As you reach out your chill touch to this particular creature, and this cold, dark necrotic damage grabs onto its face and it tries to drag it down, you can see the creature just kind of like inhale the necrotic energy.
No.
And as it inhales the necrotic energy, you can see some of the wounds start to seal up on itself.
Would that have been something she would have known since she knows it deals necrotic damage? Would she have known not to do that or not?
It's in the heat of the moment, the heat of the battle. So
none of us even really know what these creatures are.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, not all things that deal necrotic damage. I mean, I deal necrotic damage and it still hurts me.
Yeah, and the other ones that you fought didn't have this ability, but this one...
Yeah, like the other one just died.
It seems to be the big boss one of these creatures, the one in charge of them here, seems to have that.
All right, backup plan. I cast Cure Wounds.
All right, you have your movement still if you want to move.
I think
you're flying.
I think.
Yeah, you are flying.
Yeah.
Run interference.
Catch up your friends.
Yeah, let's regroup, but past that, that's about as close as I'm gonna get.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna move over towards where Raze and Ophidian are?
Yes.
All right, you can get pretty close to them with your 30 feet of movement. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. All right, this one here, hearing its big boss yell something at it, it's going to just try to run and jump into the hole. You guys have attack of opportunity if you would like. Dogaga and Rolex and Les.
I must go. My people need me.
Wait, so who all gets to?
All three of us up here.
Yeah, all three of them up there. They get attacks of opportunity.
Dogaga got 22.
That hits.
I got a 24.
That hits.
And I got, what was it, like a D100 plus peanut butter for damage, I think?
Yes.
Wow.
Peanut butter.
Crunchy.
Yikes.
A D8 plus
You have to roll a D100 into peanut butter.
7 damage.
No.
7 swatting damage from the cat.
Okay. Rolex, you also get an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to roll that one now with the longsword. No.
No, okay.
I rolled a Uno.
You're just so impressed with the Dogaga and his swatting and everything.
I just finally realized that there was something attacking me from behind.
So I would like to use, actually, am I able to attach a maneuver with that attack?
What maneuver do you want to attach with it?
I want to attach Goading Attack, so when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can extend a superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must take a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Let me go and place the... I already rolled and hit him, so I just want to go and roll the superiority die.
Yep.
I don't know how that works.
5d10.
Dang it, I did that again. Hold on.
You're really trying to get that 5d10 in there.
Yes, I am. Let me see.
He's hoping it rolls low enough to like trip you up one time.
Let's see. Attack spin the die. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, then he rolls a wisdom. Oh, save. Okay.
I think it's just a D10 then, right?
Yes, that would just be adding 10 to the damage, D10 to the damage, and then he has to 2 more damage. Dang it. But now he's make a wisdom saving throw to see if he will attack anybody else with disadvantage for that turn.
You need to roll a d10 and add that to 9 for your damage.
Yes. So now he has to do a wisdom saving throw to see if he's able to attack anybody else.
Yeah, I need you to roll a
Randy
d10
rolled a
still.
2.
Oh,
It was
uh,
just
it-
with the-
yeah.
You rolled a 2? I didn't
Yeah,
see
it
it on the
was-
thing. Okay, my apologies. I
Yeah,
didn't
it
see
was
it
on
there.
D&D Beyond only.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was 2 more damage.
All right, so wisdom save, that is a 14, and it was 9 plus 2, you said? The damage?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a save. So he does save. So he is going to continue just to run, and he's going to dive into the hole because that's what these creatures do. This one doing the same thing. They dive into the hole. They are going to make saves to see if they can land without taking damage, and that is a natural 2 and a 18, which both are okay. So the one that you guys were attacking, he's dead. He lands with a thud and just explodes on the ground. This one lands. Doesn't look very good. Doesn't look happy, but it's alive still. Okay. This one here is going to turn. He looks at all three of you who are now moving towards that particular tunnel. You can see him looking off past the tunnel. He's looking down towards this tunnel on this side over there. And it's almost like he is concerned that you're heading in that direction. And he just grabs on to one of the stalactites and he pulls it off. And he holds on to it. You can see this magical energy course through his arms, and you can see him like just crumple it down into a small point, and he just turns towards the retaining wall of water and he just chucks it at the wall. We're gonna roll damage here real quick on the wall. It's gonna hit the wall.
I can't counterspell that.
Angry.
Well, it is a spell that he used, so you could try.
It was a spell? Okay.
Yeah, he was using a spell he's using a spell to compact it, and he's using it to
Hell
throw it.
yeah, I'm going to use counterspell.
Roll me a counterspell then.
I'm casting it at 5th level.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was that, Jim?
Is it like he's trying to flood it?
He looks like he's trying to maybe collapse the tunnel, yeah.
Okay.
Just
trying to picture in my head. Not that I'm down there, but just trying to picture what was going on.
So I am casting counterspell at 5th level. Do I still need to roll?
As a player, not a character.
Let's see here. As far as counterspell, let me double check real quick here. At 5th level, this is 5th level. You said correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a check for it.
Oh, okay.
This is a big time spell for him.
Interesting. Oh no, that's the spell information.
Yeah.
I need to roll. Roll the counter spell for me. No, roll. Damn you. Okay.
More information on the counter spell.
But it just says that there's a DC for it. You don't
It's a
actually.
DC. It's a 10 plus the spell's level. So I just need you to roll me a.
No. Rolling a D. Wait, that's without any modifiers? Yeah, because I'm just rolling the D20.
Yep.
So my modifier is +4, so 18.
Okay, so with 18, as he's like crushing this thing down, it stops crushing down. He throws it. It goes off, but it doesn't seem to have the extra impact that he was hoping it would have. And it just kind of flings over and it hits the wall. You can see it knock some of the wall loose, but it doesn't have a massive impact. And the creature sits there and just turns over and it glares at you, very upset. Okay.
I will give it a very rude gesture.
I like it. Rolex.
Which one?
Yes.
Give him the tail.
In Infernal, it means have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rolex.
Because there's nothing more rude than wishing goodness upon others.
On these kind of creatures, yes.
Sits now. Is there no more about?
No more. Everything is down the hole now.
Enemies are down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the first thing is to move over towards the hole.
Yep.
Look down and assess the situation as it's been described so far. Is there still a rope hanging?
Yep, there's still a rope hanging. Yep. It goes down 50 feet. There's another 50
down.
Yeah, it goes halfway down. There's another drop after that.
The walls are all jagged, and because people are down at the bottom with light, can we tell immediately?
You can tell slightly down there. Yeah, you can see the two creatures off in the distance. You can see kind of where the light is coming from, and you assume that's where your friends are at. But it's tough to see everything down there because of how deep and big the cavern is.
I guess my first thought is I'm just gonna turn over to Les and say, it's a long way down, and just kind of stand there looking at it. Not sure that I would even think to start climbing because I don't think Dogaga would be able to climb down the wall. I guess I'm kind of just stuck there for a moment in disbelief of what the heck I'm going to do next, because I'm not jumping.
I mean,
Cats always
if
land on their
Dagaga
feet,
is
man.
yeah. See, same thought.
Superhero jump.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, Les, we can move you.
Run up behind him and push.
Yeah, Les, since you guys are going one after another here, you can move over to that hole as well and try to assess it with Rolex for this turn if you would like.
I'll move over.
Yeah, I've got no spell that does anything for falling or flying or anything like that.
My claws don't really help you get down either. So
you don't really need a spell for falling, though.
For falling,
landing, that's
so much
damage.
Yeah.
Does it look like the wall goes straight down, or does it
landing
kind of
is
like
bad.
bow in, so I couldn't like follow the wall straight down?
Yeah, it's like it opens up into like a cavern, so it's like a bubble. So again, there's the opening right there. That's why Ophidian is like, I can't climb down that thing, and that's why Ophidian used a rope and dropped down. The rope is still there.
My first thought with Rolex, seeing that the rope isn't going to reach all the way down, we'll probably have to help carry Dagaga and try and make his way down. I don't see being able to hold on to the wall easily, but maybe the rope. And I wanted to get Les's opinion on what's going on here.
Yep.
It opens up, so we can't really hold on to the wall either. We're gonna have to try to use the rope, but does the rope support you, buddy?
I guess we'll find out.
All right, I'm gonna use my rope too, and we'll reinforce it.
So I guess at this point, just get Dagaga up on my back and grab the rope and start trying. See what we can do.
How much do you weigh, Rolex?
Too many.
Too many. Okay.
Do we have a number on that? That's a good question.
I don't think we do have a number on it. I don't think we ever came to a number on it. But just off the top of your head, what do you think?
I'm going to say probably close to 300 or so.
Okay. All right. And then are you guys using the same rope, or are you guys going down? Les, are you tying your rope onto something else and then using that to drop down? Or
I'm going to tie my rope the best I can next to Ophidian's rope and have Rolex use both of them to try to counterbalance the weight some. And if that seems to be holding pretty good, it doesn't seem like it's already kind of ripping it, so I don't have to try to pull them up fast.
There you go.
I'll follow after and just keep an eye on it.
Make me a survival check to see if you can tie up the rope enough so that it gives Rolex a safe enough descent.
Survival.
Now, Rolex doesn't know it, but as Joe, I'm pretty sure that if it was Ophidian's rope, he either paid for the expensive one or weaseled somebody into giving the expensive.
I'm a neg one. I got a crit. Think.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, easy enough. We'll say, since you're both we're going to combine your guys' turn for this one here. Together, you guys are able to secure these ropes, and Rolex, you start to, shimmy your way down. You drop down about 50 feet into this cavern here. You're sitting above about another 45, 50 foot drop, almost, depending on where you land. And you can see there are creatures, the ones that were above ground, still alive, and your friends are off in the distance. I think that would be probably what you guys could do this round here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because we moved, and that would be at least a full action. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, Jason, I'm sure you've noticed by now, but I did draw in the Roll20 a little what I believe you're describing for the cavern, that like little small hole, then it like bubbles out. There's the dam on one side, the other tunnels on the other. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's close to accurate. Yeah.
Do you have a tunnel map?
No, I do not.
Okay, no problem then. I'm just curious because we could switch it over, but nope, cool.
No, I do
He
not.
expected us to be dead by now.
Yeah.
The correct way to solve this encounter was to run away.
Possibly.
We were supposed to run back.
We half ran.
We're supposed to realize we're supposed to bake a cake and get
We're
into the
tactically
party.
retreating. That's what.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Tactically retreating into enemy territory. What do I want to do? Well, reinforcements are repelling in.
Yes.
So I want to try to hit this guy with my shotgun again. That's all I can do. I'm not getting close to that thing.
Go ahead.
Put out the inflatable raft so I have something to fall into, man.
I would if I
Fall
could.
through.
I don't have anything to help.
Just
with
use your
falling,
pincer's apparel, man.
Jesus Christ.
Cast
Okay.
marshmallow something.
I can't.
Cast giant mushroom. Cave mushroom.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a miss.
That's a miss, yes.
Yep.
All right, Rolex, start swinging, buddy.
Start swinging.
Oh,
stalactite.
come on. This
Yeah.
is
You're doing
stupid.
it again. It's like if you were rolling with advantage, everyone would be hitting.
Yep.
It's because I keep coughing.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm poisoned.
Eldritch blasts are flying off in random directions here. Okay.
So wait, did Rolex get all the way down the rope?
No, he's all the way down, but he's 50
Down the
feet in the air
rope.
still. Yeah.
We're
He's down the
halfway.
rope.
Okay, so yeah,
down the hole.
he's probably still out of range of mass healing word then, because I've still got a couple slots I can use on that.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably out of range right now since he's high up.
Rolex hasn't actually taken any damage yet, by the way.
Oh really? I thought he did.
No, it was less.
Ah, okay.
And I'm doing all right. So
He avoided by having the initial resistance for poisoning, and then just saving against every necrotic deck.
somebody
Okay.
thought I was a Kit Kat and bit me twice, but other than
Okay.
that, all right.
So
Anything else you want to do, Raise?
Yeah, the tunnel that it looked like it didn't want us to go down, I want to advance further down that tunnel.
All right, yeah. You move and you run down that tunnel here. And as you do, the creature, again, its eyes just lock on you as you're running. You make your way down through over some of the water that's rushing down, and you hop over and you can see the tunnel goes down quite a ways, and you can definitely feel warm air coming out from there. But okay. Anything else you want to do? Okay. Ophidian, you're up. What do you want to do?
How far from the creature am I now?
You're probably about 20-ish feet away from it.
All right,
Because you ran past it and then you didn't get as far away as.
That's fine. Can I prepare like an oil bomb with a flask of oil and light it up like a Molotov cocktail, or can I throw it this round, or I just prepare one?
Sure, let's I'd say it would cost your bonus action to light it and get it ready, and your action to chuck it if you want to.
That's cool. I will do that.
Sure. Roll me an attack with it then.
I'm trying to think what's the best way.
It'd be a dexterity check as far as you aiming it properly and getting it to where you want it to hit.
Yeah,
I would say.
Okay, just gotta get close
D20,
enough.
Yeah, D20 plus your dex.
Cool.
21 hits. Roll me damage.
All right. What is it?
It's
usually 2d4. What's the damage for? How are you doing the damage for oil?
It's an oil bomb. So what is it? Just regular oil flask you're lighting and you're just chucking. Yeah, it'd be 2d4 plus your dex modifier.
And then so 9 points of damage in.
All right, so yeah, you light it up and you chuck it, and it hits this creature in the side of the neck, and it just lights it on fire. Again, it starts to light up the cavern a little bit, and it makes it so you can actually see a little bit better. So yeah, it does some damage to it. Absolutely.
And then I will continue down the same way.
You catch up with Raise, and again, you see the same thing there. So very good. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, that's it. I won't do anything yet.
Okay, Ami, you're up. You see Rolex coming down, rappelling in. You see Les at the top, and then you see this creature now get hit with this oil flask, and it's lit up on fire. The fire is going out, but it definitely took some damage. What do you want to do?
Now, other than obviously burning at this point, what does it look like it's trying to do? Because you said it had looked concerned that we were going in a certain direction, and for a moment tried to
I'd say
break it. Does it look like that's still kind of its goal, or
it looks like it doesn't want you guys to go down the tunnel that Raise and Ophidian are running down?
Okay. So does it seem to be focused on them, or?
Yeah. Right now it's focused on them.
Okay. How big is this creature? Is this like a medium, large
Pretty
creature?
big. Yeah, pretty big. He's a larger creature, but he's probably about maybe 1.5 feet taller than Rolex.
I don't like that. Anyways.
That must look pretty big. So that's like 9 feet or so, and Ami is not 9 feet or so.
I mean,
yeah,
you're right. You're correct. And now you said it was the necrotic damage that it kind of absorbed.
Yeah, it likes the necrotic damage. This creature.
Can I like Indiana Jones this thing with a thorn whip?
How do you want to Indiana Jones? Like just wrap up its legs and have it fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh. Maybe.
You can
See,
do
either
it.
it doesn't roll at all or it rolls twice.
Well, we'll take the first roll, which was a 22. That definitely hits. 8 points of piercing damage. As you, do you throw the whip out yourself, or does it come out from walls, or where does your thorn whip come from?
It comes from her like palms,
Okay,
and then she grabs it.
Yeah, and as you pull and yank on this, make me just a strength check with advantage, and let's see if you can trip this thing up. Its knees are broken, so I'm going to give you advantage on it.
that is a good thing to have. All right, so strength and one more.
Let's see. So you pull and your wings are fluttering with all your might, and the creature, you can see the thorns dig into it and its legs bind, and it's like stumbling, but it's so big, and you're a tiny creature, and you can't get it to fall over, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'll just keep it on a leash. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll even hoist.
Anything else you want to do?
Don't worry, Aaron. I'll stop the Titan. Nope.
Now, out of curiosity, excuse me, the spell says if the attack hits, the creature takes a d6 piercing damage, goes up to 2d6, whatever. And if the attack hits, the creature takes the piercing damage, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely move it closer to you, but you didn't get knocked over prone, though, and it didn't get fallen over. Anything else you want to do?
No. I'm just gonna hold on to his leash.
Okay, so as you're holding on to this creature's leash here, it you can see it just kind of, and it starts to break away from your stuff, and it starts to like move forward here.
Nice.
Make me a strength check to see if you can stop it from moving, because it's moving towards Rays and towards Ophidian.
Oh fuck! It's like a child walking a pit bull.
Yeah.
Did not think about that one.
Jesus.
So as you're holding on to it, you're like, it is like a leash. You get pulled with it as it runs towards Ophidian and again, as you're running, the thorns, it's breaking free from them around its legs, and it's moving faster and faster. You're still catching on to it because some of the thorns are wrapped around it. They're digging into its flesh. But yeah, it's pulling you along with it at this moment. So right now, currently, you're like holding the leash.
Ani is cartoonishly trying desperately to hang on to this rope, just swearing.
I would just like to point out for a moment that you've had 3 strength rolls in a row, and I'm guessing even if you added them all together, which would be 17, it probably still doesn't hit the DC Jason's looking for to stop dragging this thing. Even if you added them all up, you're still not doing it.
Listen. I have a strength score of 8. I have a size of small. I'm going to need you to leave me alone.
All right, Rays, and this you see vines wrapped around this. You see your new pixie friend like being like yanked along and dragged along in the air as this creature runs and bounds towards you. It is going to again. It's burned a lot of it.
I've seen it all.
It's burned a lot of its spells, so it's just going to come down. It's going to try to do a slam attack against you both. So it's going to take 2 attacks.
It's now an Ami kite.
It's going to take 2 attacks. The first attack is a 24 to Rays. And that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Rays.
Ow.
And the other one is a 21 to Ophidian. And that is 11 points of damage to you, Ophidian, as these 2 big fists like swing down at you. And again, Ami, you're like on the back of this thing, like, trying to stop it. But yeah, it's currently wailing on both of you at the moment. Okay. This creature gets up. It doesn't look very good. And as it gets up, it looks up towards the 2 of you, but it doesn't really mind you guys because its boss told it to come down here. It is going to move only half of its movement, but it can get to where it can see you guys, and it is going to cast again, another poisonous attack at you guys. I need you both to make me. I need Ami, and actually it's boss as well. I need Ami, Raze, and Ophidian to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I hate you.
I'm immune to poison.
Oh,
right.
yay. In 18.
18 saves. Aster does not save, though. Okay, so that is...
Okay, she hasn't rolled over a 10 in the last 4 rolls. I think she gets a redo.
That is... that's 19 points of poison damage to you, Raze. You're still poisoned at this point.
Wait,
but sorry, 19 half. 19 half.
Oh,
8 points
okay.
to you, but you're still poisoned. And then that's 19 points to you, Ami, and you are considered poisoned at this moment. And then the creature is not immune to poison. That's a 2 for it. So he's also poisoned. Oh God. Okay. All right. So yeah, the big boss is also poisoned as this gas cloud just seeps in around all of you guys, dealing damage and stuff. Okay.
I want to see him turn around and beat the crap out of his minion.
Does it seem to be particularly affected by poison?
He seems to be normally affected by poison.
Okay.
He likes necrotic damage, does not so hot on the poison damage.
Okay.
Okay, Rolex and Les, I'm going to combine your guys' turn again a little bit here since you guys are still up in the air. What do you want to do?
I'll slide down to Rolex since I'm already up to the top.
My thought is at this point, Rolex feels he could survive this fall, but not a 100-foot fall.
Make me a dexterity saving throw then, please, as you drop, or a strength saving throw, whichever one you prefer.
Same for me. Let me just take a quick look for. Okay. Saving throw for, because I wouldn't fall as one bundle, so we'll let Dog go first.
Yep.
That way, I'm not falling with the extra weight and crushing him or crushing me with.
Makes sense. Perfectly logical.
Let's do the dexterity one. 14 for that's actually for Dogaga. And then for Rolex, I'll do it as strength. What the heck? They're both a +1. Oh, 7.
Okay. All right. Well, Dogaga takes 22 points of damage as he falls down, and then that's halved because he actually saved. He actually beat the DC, so that's 11 points to Dogaga. But unfortunately, Rolex, you did not beat the DC for that. And as you drop down, your like metal ankles and your knees kind of buckle a little bit. It's a little bit more painful than you anticipated. You do take 22 points of damage.
22 damage. Okay. I mean, that's not so bad overall, since that's my first damage and I have 80 hit points. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's inconsequential, but at least it's not bad.
It's not bad. Not bad. All right. Okay.
After is that going to be just the movement, I guess, at that point? Or
that'll be your drop.
You want to use that as a bonus action?
Yeah. Rolex, but before we go to what you want to do here, we'll see how Les wants to come down. Les. Are you just shimmying down and doing the same thing and just dropping?
Yeah, I was following kind of close. I was kind of wondering if maybe if he had projected that he was going to drop, I was going to see if I could use feline agility to quickly kick off of him to like try to jump onto that guy who went just before us.
This guy over here, the one that just shot that poison thing off.
Yeah,
he's a decent way away from you at this time because he moved, but you can try. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Rolex would have given you an indication that he was going to drop. I mean, he'd look over at you, look up, look down, and then just let his hands go.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I could, with my cat talent, with my perception, to see if I could have, angled my drop towards him.
Roll me either a strength athletics check or an acrobatics check because you're going to be pushing off of Rolex. So either you're going to do it with a lot of force or you're going to do it nimbly and try to stab this guy.
I'll do a +9, 16.
Okay, a 16 is going to hit him. So we're going to say base that off of his AC. You're still going to take some damage because you're falling quite a ways, but you are going to be able to drop on him. And how do you want to bury your your weapon into him?
Oh, I would not have my weapon out because of climbing down the rope, sliding down or whatever, and jumping off. But I will have brought out my claws and just dug them right into him.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the fall damage, and we're gonna give that damage to that character that you're falling onto, and then we're gonna roll me your claw damage as well.
Just a single claw?
I'm guessing you're using both claws and digging into this guy. So yeah.
I would have dug both into him.
Yeah.
Looks like it did an 8 and a 6 for the damage. Do you want me to do an attack roll?
No. We use the strength check to see if you could do that in there. So,
okay.
And you hit him. You beat his AC. So, okay. So as Rolex, the reason why you probably hit the ground a little bit harder is because you used your body as a springboard for your friend Les. But as he flies out and digs his claws into this and he lands with a heavy thud and just buries himself into the ground. You guys see like bits of rocks and stone fly up and the water splash off from there. The creature that he hit is dead at this point, with the damage from the claws, and then the 23 points of fall damage coming from Les. Les, you take half of that. You take 11 points of fall damage because you fell on top of a creature and buried your claws in, but it was still a pretty hard impact.
Okay.
And you're currently buried into this creature here. Now the creature does explode, and I'm going to say that you have disadvantage on the con save because you fell face first and basically fell into it as it exploded out. So
okay, I'll roll it twice. I got an 8 and a 23. I will, however, use a superiority die, or maybe I don't have to. Let me see what it says real fast. I have what is called Indomitable, so I can re-roll a saving throw that I fail. You must use the new roll. You can use this one time per breast. So I will go ahead and do that. I don't actually have to use a superiority die because it's just a skill. So I'll take that back and re-roll another con save.
Okay, that's a save. So that's 4 points of damage to you then, but you do not suffer any effects from it since you did save.
All right. I'll turn back to Rolex and give him a thumbs up.
All right, Rolex, what do you want to do? I would say that's all that Les can do in this round here.
Yeah, my thought is that would have been impressive to watch him do. This is the nimbile cat creature who got electrocuted on top of a train with a pillow. That just pulled off this pretty astounding move. Impressive, definitely impressive. I guess from where I am, if I've got do I have a clear shot at the bad guy, the big bad guy?
Yeah, he's down a little ways, but you still clearly see him.
Crossbow's out. It's loaded immediately with the magical ammunition, and I'll just fire a shot right off at him.
Okay, make me an attack, please.
Yep.
And then because we are running into the end of our game here, we're going to do one joint attack with everybody and see if you guys can knock this creature out. A 10, though, unfortunately, rolls for this
I didn't roll the joint attack button.
Well, you have advantage. You have advantage because you just flanked right now. You do have advantage.
Oh, so fantastic. So I'll roll an 8 then to follow up on it. How's that? I'm taking over for Esther now. I'm just going to keep rolling.
Whoa!
That means you get the higher rolls.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's not the joint attack part here. Because basically after Les and Rolex, this is the time of the round, and we're going to try to do one big attack. So, what does everybody want to attack it with? And we're going to see if you guys can light this creature up here to wrap up this encounter. As again, it's taken some damage. You guys have done some damage to it. It's still up. It's still pissed.
Is he still on fire?
It's going out. You can see the flames smoldering out at this point. What do you guys want to do? So we'll start and just let me know what you want to attack, and we're all going to roll together and see what happens. So we'll start with Raze. Are you just going to shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, or what do you want to do?
No, this time I want to try and hit it with my Igloa.
Okay. Ophidian, what do you want to do?
Well, I want to say I want to take a picture with my camera. So the flash blinds him. I'm going to say, "Smile, you son of a bitch," as we all attack him.
Can I hit with Vicious Mockery using his insult?
Sure. Yeah. But what else do you want to do besides that? As far as
I will use my rapier to give a stab.
Okay. Well. Ami, you're still holding on to this creature with Thorn Whip, but what would you like to do?
So you said he was not a fan of the poison, correct?
Poison seemed to do a decent amount of work on him, yeah.
Okay, I want to do poison spray.
Okay. Rolex, Les, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to hit this creature?
Go ahead, Rolex.
There you go.
All right. So I'm gonna Inuyasha. Not what is it? That weird run that people do in anime. Naruto runs straight up towards him. I'm going to leap in the air, pull out my long sword, double fist it, go slashing straight down on him.
Okay, roll it.
Your knees move and the entire background blurs.
Yeah.
Yes. Rolex is going back to an old one that he used for distraction back in the quarantine zone, but a little bigger this time. We use catapult, and there's rocks around that happen. I'm going to pick up the biggest rock I can, which is at this point it's going to be like 15-pound rock-ish.
Yeah.
And
there's a stalactite right there. You can just break that off.
Rolex will rock you.
That comes down up off of the ground. It comes down off of the ground, whatever that means, and this will catapult through the air at the bad guy. And it is a dexterity saving throw, but also 5d8 damage if it hits.
Yep. Okay, so everybody except for Ami and Raze will roll with advantage. Ami and Raze, it'll be a straight roll since you guys have technically disadvantage because you're poisoned. Because the group is attacking all at once here, you guys will roll your attacks with just straight rolls here. But Ophidian, less. Rolex, again, he's going to be rolling with disadvantage on the save.
Yep.
Because it's going to hit. So everyone go ahead and roll me your stuff, and let's see how much damage you guys can do.
Cool. If you want to do your save roll, Jason, it's a 17 DC.
Yep. With disadvantage, that is a 14, which is a fail.
Fantastic.
That was going to be a
crit and a
22.
I'll take the crit.
Yeah, take the crit. Roll me damage, everybody, please. And then again, Ophidian, was that a
13 and a 21. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
24 damage from the big rock.
Okay.
For me, I don't think it's a roll to hit. It looks like it's a Constitution save.
Okay. So he failed. I'm going to use the same save he did, 14, which is a fail. So he's roll me damage, please.
Let me know when you're ready.
20 points. Okay. So with all of that, how do you all want to do this? Obviously, he's going to get his photo taken, but it depends on, again, Ophidian, you can time the photo for whenever you want it in this particular instance. How do you all want to kill and finish off this creature?
Okay. I would like to have Ami pull in the whip and put her hand in front of her face as though she's blowing just pollen into its face and have it take that damage and take it out of its comfort zone before everybody else gets their stuff in. Also, so we don't have a cat jumping into a poison spray.
I like it.
So for Raze, I'm fairly certain a 15 doesn't hit. However, I want to interpret this as doesn't do damage.
Yes.
So I want to after the poison spray goes in and it's reeling back from that, I want to poke it in the stomach and just try to get its attention back. Oh wait, what? Oh thing. From there, everybody else can do their stuff. Hey,
absolutely.
Look at me.
Absolutely. Ophidian?
I want the rapier straight through his heart.
Straight through his heart. And then where's the photo coming in? Because again, is it before everything happens, or are you?
Yeah, I kind of want to blind him with the flash.
Okay, you don't want to take a selfie with it as you're stabbing.
I don't want because that's sexy. Yeah,
I like to think that you're flashing 5 feet away while you're sliding in. You just stab him straight through.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the photo. I gotta
like a first-person game where you just see the rapier from the lens of this perspective.
Yeah. Say cheese, you son of a bitch.
Wes, how do you want to?
My guess is was it a rock Rolex through?
A big stalactite that he kind of crushed and just chucked in this thing. Yeah.
I don't want to speak for Joe, but in my thoughts, it was that the boulder would hit the thing in the back since it was facing them. It would lurch back, so while it's being stabbed in the chest, I'm cutting its head in half. As I leaped into the air.
That works perfect.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So yeah, it is like poetry in motion for this group of unique adventurers. As again, the creature's pummeling and swinging things down, and it just turns as Ami just pulls on its the thorn whip is still in its thigh. It turns and it just gets this blow of poisonous gas in its face. It's wiping its eyes. It gets this poke in the gut, and it tries to reach down to Raze, but as it does, a flash blinds it, and rapier just penetrates and pierces right into its chest. As it does, it kind of like stumbles backwards. It looks very bad, and this big rock just rips right through like part of its neck, and it shoots out the other side, turning him around right as Les comes down with his sword, just splitting his skull like a ripe tomato, and he just falls over. I need everyone to make me a Constitution save except for Rolex, because this creature is also going to explode.
Not just because of my distance.
Yeah, your distance. You threw the thing from far away.
19.
19 saves. 14 fails.
I will use my what is it? 1d10.
Yep, D10.
Yeah,
for the inspiration. Okay.
I got a 16.
So a 12 still sucks.
12 still fails. So 16 just saves. So that means Ami and Ophidian fail, Raise and Les save. You guys take 13 points of necrotic damage as this thing explodes around you. And again, Rolex, you're just out of the range of this of all this stuff that happens. You're just like, huh, neat.
Neat. Most likely, yes.
That's not what I'm calling it.
And with that, I think that is where we will end for the night after this combat. We will pick up with you guys seemingly finding the tunnel that heads down to maybe the area that you want to go.
I'd like to throw one more thing in there because we
Sure.
were talking about the healing earlier. Raze was mentioning it. I would want to end it by everybody getting together, or when everyone is getting together there, just to cast Aura of Vitality, and that is within 30 feet, 10 times essentially, because it's up to a minute, and you can do it every round. So like 10 times you could regain 2d6 hit points. So essentially 20d6 healing for each person.
Okay.
For the next minute while we're just standing there recovering.
I was definitely just at like 1 hit point, so I appreciate that.
And that
So
is,
were we or were they never here?
at this point, we're still here. And when Rolex does this, both he and Dogaga kind of emit mechanical sounds. And like
Nanobots.
light blue
Does it sound like dial-up?
aura. It's like a modem, yeah.
That sounds horrible, but I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. You heal at 56k speeds.
Yeah,
There you go. Right. There you go. All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. We will heal you guys up here, and then we'll pick up next round. So we can, Rolex, if you want to just tally up the 20d6, you can just send everyone how much they heal. We can do that since I know we ran a little bit over time. I do apologize for that.
No, we're cool. We're good with the time there, and yeah, that sounds great.
Are we any level up action, Jason? Or
yes, you guys will level up to level. Was it you guys are level 10? Level 11 now is where you guys are.
11. Right. 11.
And you guys are
11.
Sweet.
Taking it to 11.
now, again, I will say, if these creatures are any indication of where you're headed, you guys will be again walking into some treacherous things. So be prepared.
I think it means next time we don't waffle, we just start attacking. It turned out a lot better when we started attacking than trying to run away first. So yeah, I'm all for it. Let's head first into this sucker.
Maybe not split the party.
I think I get 6 level spells now, so yay, damage spells.
Hey, there we go.
All right. Thank you, Jason, for another great night. Having fun in the Erridan Empire. We will wrap this one up for now, and we can all say,
Adios.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
You got anything ready yet? Okay.
Thank you for listening to Adventures from the Shed with now more less. And remember, when you have more less is more.
I hate you.
Good enough. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.